start. We'll start at 9:05. One more minute. Meanwhile, request people to just put your name and location in the chat box. Team, is it audible properly? Is it audible? Neeraj, is it audible properly?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir,
it's
it's audible.
audible.
Thanks,
Yes, sir.
So very nice team. It is very nice to see people from Surat, Pune, Hyderabad, Kerala, Ahmedabad, Kashmir. Today it's going to be English. Tomorrow we will see how many people are from Hindi belt. If we are having more than 50 people in Hindi, we will do it in Hindi also. So today let us try to understand. Okay. Delhi, Kerala, Odisha, Calcutta. Today it is Bangladesh. Now program it is in English. So today we will see how many people they require the training in Hindi. So if we are having more than 50, definitely we will have a session in Hindi also. Okay. Yeah. Now please put in the chat box how many of you are. Now we are having 82 people here. Okay, 82 people will be here. How many of you are comfortable in English? Okay. Now I will share a poll. I will share a poll. Okay. Just answer the poll. Whatever is the majority for today, that we will go with. And I will support with, suppose if I am going to take in English, I will tell in Hindi also. And for Hindi, we have many people. We have Urvashi Vagela here. She will support me in Hindi. And Neeraj Chaudhary is there. They will all try to tell the things in Hindi also. And Krati is there. So just I am creating a poll. Please answer the poll. Once again. Once again. I have created a poll. Okay, I have created a poll. And I'm sharing this. Okay. I'm sharing this. Please and please. One second. I have created a poll. Can you people kindly answer it? There are three options. One is English, but I know Hindi. Hindi because I don't know English. English because I don't know Hindi. Okay. So we will go with the majority. Whatever is the majority, that we will go with it. Poll is on, you can just click poll. Many people already, 65 people have answered out of 98. Out of 98, 65 people have already answered. Okay. 70 people have answered. Team, only one question, kindly answer it. Kindly answer it, team.
Sir,
Kindly answer it.
Sir, we couldn't see the question board.
It is available in poll. Already 77 people have answered it.
Sir, I think it would be better if we use mixing language, because in Hindi belt people also very comfortable with English also.
Yeah. So, Neeraj, we will see what is the poll outcome.
Yes, sir.
Fact and figure. So 78 people have answered and I am ending the poll. Okay. And I'm sharing the result. The result is in front of you.
69%
What
people.
is the result?
69% people.
They
English
want,
and Hindi both mixing.
but they say that they know Hindi also. Okay.
Yes.
54% people say English because I don't know Hindi. Now what we will do is, under 6 people, only 6%, 6%, 6 people, that is 8% they told they want in Hindi. So we will respect the 8 people also. तो मैं क्या करूँगा, हिंदी में भी मैं बोल दूंगा, जहाँ भी चाहिए हिंदी में भी बोल दूंगा, ठीक है? Now,
Wherever translation is needed, we are with you, sir.
yeah, हम जो बोल दें. Now, this is a 7 days training program. The 7 days training program, 4 days we are going to see psychological first aid. What is psychological first aid? And how to give psychological first aid. 3 days, certified compassion therapist. That is, compassion therapy is one therapy model. But here, there are many people with psychology background and without psychology background. So, we are giving compassion coach, certified compassion coach. Because I may not know whether people are having the psychology qualification. Then if I give the certificate as counselor, therapist, then it doesn't look good. So, psychological, master in psychological first aid and certified compassion coach that we will give. Every day during the training program, I will give 2 keywords. The 2 keywords have to be given for claiming the certificate at the end of the program. Every day we will be giving 2 keywords. Okay. Now, we will start today's session. Okay. So when we start this today's session, we will start with a small activity. Okay. So, can you people just take a paper and pen? Please take a paper and pen. Okay. Please take a paper and pencil. Okay. Now, I want you to draw. I want you to draw home tree person. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes time. I will give you 5 minutes time. You have to draw. You have to draw in the same page. The same page you have to draw your home, your tree, and your person. home, tree, and person. I will give you 5 minutes time. Please start. Five minutes time. Please draw. I want you to draw in your paper house, tree, person. Yeah, house can be called as home also. Okay. 2 more minutes. Please take time. Draw house, tree, person. We have 1 more minute time. So just try to see what is that you can add to the drawing. Okay. Hope it is over. Okay, the time is up. Okay. House, tree, and person. Person. I will just tell person. When you hear the word person, whatever comes to your mind, you can tell. So is it over? If it is over, please put O on the chat box. Please put O on the chat box. So today's session, we have started with the art therapy for mental health. Okay. Now, take another paper. Take another paper. Take another paper. Now, I am going to ask some questions and please answer it. मैं अभी कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, उसको आंसर दें. मैं आपको ड्राइंग करने के लिए बोला था. हाउस, ट्री, पर्सन. घर, ट्री. उर्वशी, ट्री पेड़ है ना?
पेड़ पेड़
पेड़, घर,
पेड़
आदमी, बस. ओके. अभी आप जो कदम कर दिया, अभी मैं आप कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला हूं, तो उसको आंसर देना. ठीक है? ये दूसरा पेपर में लिखना. राइट टू ट्राई टू राइट इन द अदर पेपर. ओके. सो these all are the questions. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it
Yes,
visible?
sir.
Yeah. So can anybody read the questions?
Sure, sir. Should I start? Okay, so ask question after each picture is drawn. House, who lives here? Are they happy? What goes on inside? What's it like at night? Do people visit here? What else do the people in the house want to add to the drawing?
So these all are the questions. Please take a paper and write it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
ये सबको आंसर देना. तो इसका अगर मैं हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करता हूं, who lives here? जो आपने जो घर जो ड्रा किया है, उधर कौन रहता है? क्या वो लोग हैप्पी है?
खुश है.
खुश है? घर के अंदर क्या हो रहा है? घर के अंदर जो है क्या हो रहा है? घर जो है रात में कैसे लगता है, दिखता है? ये घर को क्या लोग आते हैं? What else do the people in the house want to add to the drawing? ये जो घर जो आपने जो ड्रा किया, अगर the people who live in that house, जो लोग जो घर में रहते हैं ना, उन लोग अगर इसमें कुछ ऐड करना है, तो क्या क्या ऐड करना है? तो क्या ऐड करना, आप क्या ऐड करना चाहेंगे? ये कर रहे हैं, इसमें क्या क्या ऐड होना? What else do the people in the house want to add to the drawing? For example, suppose for the last question, my mother wants to add, let there be peace in the home always. ठीक है? Our mother writes, I don't want to hear crying inside this house. Suppose if mother writes it, that means the house is not emotionally healthy. That is, people are crying there, isn't it? So please write the answers for these aspects. And when it is over, please put in the chat box, over. Is it over? Okay. Now, can anybody share what is that you have written? Can anybody share? Team, if you have joined now, I cannot recollect everything. You see it in the YouTube. Okay. Team, can anyone just tell what is that you have written? Anyone? Is it possible?
we have to answer for these questions based on the picture that you have drawn, the house, tree, and person. Who lives here? Are they happy? What goes on inside? What it is at night? Do people visit here? What else do the people in the house want to add to the drawing?
So answer for these questions, Salma.
Yeah.
Can anybody share the answer which you have written? For example, what goes on inside? Suppose somebody
People-
might have written fight. What is going on inside the house? Fight. What is going on inside the house? Jagada. Marpeet. All these things can happen inside the home, na? Isn't it? So, you might have written something. You read whatever you have written. From that, we will be able to understand whether your home is emotionally healthy.
Hmm.
In every home, there are fights. Yes or no?
Yes.
हर घर में जो है झगड़ा होता है. झगड़ा 30 दिन में जो है एक दिन होता है तो ठीक है. In 1 month, 1 day fight happens. Okay. All the 30 days there are fights. Whether the home is emotionally healthy, whether the house is emotionally healthy house, no,
No, sir.
no. है कि नहीं?
No.
अगर एक घर में जो है all 30 दिन जो है झगड़ा करते रहते हैं. अरे तुमको क्या मालूम? तुम्हें क्या मालूम? जो मैं बोल रहा हूं उसको सुनो. मैं क्यों तुम्हें सुनना है? क्या शादी हो गई? इसका मतलब यह है कि मैं तुम्हें सुनना है. मैं तुम्हें नहीं सुनूंगा. तुम मुझे सुनो. Suppose people are fighting like this every day. Do you think there is emotional health there? No.
No.
So, the purpose of this training is to create emotionally healthy homes. Emotionally healthy homes, wherein there is peace of mind in the home. There is happiness in the home. There is understanding in the home. So, psychological first aid. Through psychological first aid, we can achieve emotionally healthy homes. What is psychological first aid? When people are in trouble, what to talk, what not to talk. अगर कोई भी व्यक्ति अगर वो डिप्रेशन में है और सैड है तो उसे क्या बात करना, क्या बात नहीं करना. This we should know. That is what psychological first aid. See, suppose somebody feels like committing suicide. Do you think immediately they will call the doctor and talk, or they will share with the friends with whom they will share?
No.
Whether they will immediately call the doctor or friends. Please put it in the chat box.
Friends.
Please put it in the chat box.
Friend.
Friend or whether they will talk with friends or whether they will talk, immediately call the doctor. Friends. Friends or relatives. Isn't it?
Hmm.
Now, Ajita, immediately nobody will call doctor. Suppose even I am a psychologist. If I have some problem, first I will share it with my friend or I will share it with my family. Then only I will call the doctor. Isn't it? First we will talk with friends or relatives. So, suppose if I have a feeling of committing suicide, then I may tell to my friend, I feel nothing is left in my life. My father is shouting at me. And because of this, I feel like this. Like that they will share. When it is shared with a friend, what is that the friend has to do? That is what psychological first aid. So what is that the friend has to do? So let us see some of the scientific concepts. How we have to talk and how we have to take action in this psychological first aid. When people are in tension, when people are in emotion, okay, deep negative emotion, they are governed by sympathetic nervous system. In our body, there are two nervous systems. What are the two nervous systems? What are the two nervous systems?
Sympathetic and
Sympathetic.
parasympathetic.
Second,
So sympathetic and parasympathetic.
Sympathetic nerve system and parasympathetic nerve system. हमारा बॉडी जो है, बॉडी में जो है दो तरह का सिस्टम होता है, नर्वस सिस्टम. एक जो है सिंपैथेटिक नर्व सिस्टम, एक जो है पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्व सिस्टम. Now, when somebody is in depression, when somebody is sad, when somebody is feeling so low in self-confidence, they are in sympathetic nerve system.
Sympathetic nervous system.
So we have to take them to parasympathetic nerve system. हम जो है उनको parasympathetic nerve system को लेके जाएंगे. How to take people to parasympathetic nerve system? The first thing is ask the people to sit. Give them water. Give them water. Why water to be given? Why? Now I am taking water, but I am not in sympathetic nerve system. Okay. प्यास लग रहा है इसलिए पानी पीता हूं. या बोलिए, why water to be given?
To calm that person.
Along with water, oxygen also enters in our body and brain. That calms everything.
That was one of the wonderful answer by Neeraj. Water contains oxygen. Your brain requires more oxygen. The more oxygen flow is there to the brain, you will come to the parasympathetic nerve system. To bring people to parasympathetic nerve system, first we have to give them water, so that when they drink, the oxygen flow will be there and they will be able to go to the parasympathetic nerve system. Number one. Number two, immediately don't push them to push them or pull them for answers. आप क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हैं? Why are you doing like this? What made you to do this? Don't ask all these questions. Arey, whether any learned person does like this, don't tell all these things, aspects. Don't tell anything which is a negative in sense. Talk with them the normal things. This is called a deflection. Give them water and deflect. Deflect means उनका साथ जो है, try to talk something else. Don't talk about the things which they are talking. This is called sustained talk and change talk in motivational interviewing. There are two talks. When you are talking with people, there are two types of talk. One is change talk. One is sustained talk. Okay. Now I will do the role play. Number one and number two. Which one is the sustained talk? Which one is the change talk? You have to identify. Okay. And which one is spoken by the client? Which one is spoken by the therapist or the friend? Okay. That you have to identify. Are you ready? If you are ready, please put R in the chat box. You are ready? Okay. So, last week, you had gone to Ooty, na? You had been in Ooty last week, you told. Ooty is a very nice place. I think you went along with your husband and you told that you and your husband had a very good time there. Isn't it? So even I would like to go to Ooty sometimes. Do you know any reference there? Can you give any reference there? Number one. Number two. मेरे पति जो है, my husband, he never understands. He beats me. He always abuses me. He never understands me. Whatever I tell now, he understands it in a negative way. Right from my marriage, he is like that only. He never tries to understand me. And I am fed up with him. Which one is sustained talk? Which one is change talk?
The first one is the change
First
talk,
one is this change talk.
and the second one is the sustain talk.
Sustained. Now, when people talk, when people are in trouble, they will do only sustained talk. But you have to change. Now, I am the person who is having problem. Okay. Anyone from the group, please open your mic. You have to do the change talk, but I will be going on doing the sustained talk. You have to change your role play. Let us do a role play. Okay. Whoever is ready, you can open your mic. Whoever is ready. जो भी है आप बोल सकते हैं. I am the person who is having problem. I am going to talk. And you are the neighbor or you are the therapist. You are the friend.
So,
You have to do the change talk. Okay. So who is ready?
yes, sir.
Sapna is ready.
Yes, sir.
So Sapna, हम ऐसा कर देते हैं. पहले हिंदी में करते हैं. फिर
Okay, sir.
second one is we will do it in English. Okay.
Okay.
पहले हिंदी में करते हैं. तो ma'am, suppose you are my neighbor. You are my neighbor. You are my friend. Okay. सपना जिंदगी जो है बहुत मुश्किल है. मैं बहुत कोशिश कर चुका हूँ. मेरे जो ऑफिस में जो मेरा बॉस है ना, वो मुझे बहुत डांटता है. वो बोलता है तुम्हें कोई जॉब नहीं है, बाहर जाओ. अब देखो मैं इतना लोन है, मुझे इतना लोन लेके रखा हूँ.
अच्छा ये बताओ आज आपने मॉर्निंग में क्या किया? आपने मॉर्निंग में क्या किया आज? हाँ.
मॉर्निंग में ऑफिस जाने के लिए तैयारी किया. तो जैसे तैयार होने के लिए मेरे बॉस का चेहरा फेस में सामने आके खड़ा हुआ. और वो है ना, वो हमेशा जो है डांटते रहता है.
अच्छा आपने मॉर्निंग में आज क्या अच्छा फ्रूटफुल काम किया? मॉर्निंग में उठ के क्या तुमने एक्सरसाइज किया?
अरे एक्सरसाइज कहाँ करी? अरे कल भी वो बहुत डांट रहा था. मुझे तो वही चीज अब याद में आ रहा था कि वो आज क्या कहने वाला है, आज क्या कहने वाला है.
तो 24 घंटे उसके बारे में नहीं सोचना है ना. आपने अपने बारे में क्या किया अच्छा, उसको भूल जाइए. आप कुछ नया क्या किया आज आपने कोई मूवी देखी कल रात को?
अरे कहाँ मूवी कहाँ देखते हैं. अभी तो मन में जो है इतना मुश्किल है. मैं अगले महीने कैसे लोन भराऊं, घर का लोन कैसे भराऊं, ये सब तो मैं सोचते रहता ना. मैं तो कहाँ से मैं देखता हूँ.
अच्छा
कल मैं टीवी को ऑन किया तो टीवी में भी वैसे ही फिल्म चल रहा था. एक फिल्म चल रहा था, उसमें जो है आदमी जो है एक आदमी को मार रहा था. और जो मार रहा था ना, मुझे वो मेरे बॉस दिखा था.
तो फिर आपने चेंज नहीं किया सीरियल? आप उसी को देखते जा रहे थे बार बार?
नहीं, मैं वो टीवी को मैं ऑफ कर दिया ना. मैं टीवी को ऑफ कर दिया.
ओके. फिर उसके बाद क्या? अच्छा उसके बाद क्या कोई बुक पढ़ा, कोई नॉवेल देखा?
उसके बाद तो काम के लिए जब सो नहीं पाया. जैसे मैं सोने के लिए गया तो मुझे जो इतना हेडेक आया. जब भी मैं लोन के बारे में सोचता ना, क्योंकि लड़का लड़की अभी पढ़ रही है, उसका फीस भरना है, घर के लिए लोन भरना है. तो अगर मुझे जॉब चला गया तो मैं क्या करूं? मुझे तो लगता है कि मैं सुसाइड करके मर जाऊं. मुझे तो कुछ करना ही पड़ रहा हूं.
अरे आपके पास इतने स्किल्स है, आपकी जॉब चली भी गई तो आप तो बहुत कुछ अच्छा कर सकते हो. और जॉब क्यों जाएगी? आप ऐसा क्यों सोच रहे हैं?
अच्छा Acha, okay,
आपके
very
पास तो
nice.
बहुत सारे स्किल्स है.
Acha, okay. So the change talk, very nice. Sapna, very nice. Okay. So how to make this change talk? Okay. How to make this change talk? One is allow the person to complete. Allow the person to complete. Okay. Try to reframe. Try to reframe the situation. Try to reframe the situation. That will be the change talk. That will be a change talk. Now, anybody, whether they are ready to do it in English? English? Who is ready to do it in English? Change talk.
Yes, sir. I am ready.
Yeah, Vijaya is ready. Okay, Vijaya. Now, for doing change talk, there are many techniques. The techniques, etc., I will put it in the in my website. I will write an article and I will share it today. I want all of you to read that. Then only, you see, when people talk, now you will know how to change the topic. Change talk. Okay. Yeah. So, Vijaya. So
Yes.
let us start now. Let us start now.
Yes, sir.
See, what happened was I have been in love with a girl, and we had been in love for around 7 years, and we both thought that we will marry each other. Now she says she will not marry me. She says that it will not, for both of us, it will not be suitable. I do not know why suddenly she says like that. Without her, I cannot live. Without her, my life will be nothing. I feel she's not attending my calls.
Do you have friends? Do you have friends?
Yeah, Vijaya, now here only came. Allow the person to vomit completely.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Allow the person to tell completely.
Sure, sure, sir.
Then try to do the change talk.
Okay, okay.
For example, I'm starting. So she has blocked me in WhatsApp. She has blocked me in Instagram. She has not lifting my call. And I feel like going out of my house. I feel like committing suicide sometimes. I'm not able to, मैं बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पा रहा. बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पा. I'm not able to.
Okay. So, do you have friends?
Yeah. So Vijaya, here,
Huh.
next the sentence which you start has to be,
Okay.
yes, I understand.
Right.
I understand. I'm able to understand the pain which you are undergoing.
Yes, sir.
This is called validation. So when people talk with you, the first thing what you have to do is validation. Validation, it is from dialectical behavior therapy. What is validation? Validation means you are not accepting something. Validation का मतलब यह है, जो भी आदमी बोल रहा है उसको हम सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्ट करना और ये बोलना कि मैं आपका दर्द जो है मैं समझ पा रहा हूं. We are just telling them we understand your problem and we are able to I'm able to empathize with you. So the first sentence has to be I understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand the pain which you are undergoing. I understand that it's really a tough time. Really, it's a tough time. Now the change talk will be, so previously also, whether you had any such incidents which has happened and how it ended up. So I am trying to change the topic. Previously also, whether you had fights and how it has ended up. Suppose if Vijaya asks this question, then I will be telling, 2 weeks, 5 weeks before also we had fight. She blocked me everywhere. Then after 2 days, she opened and she told that she cannot live without me. Oh, that's it. So the same thing may happen tomorrow also. Tomorrow she will call you. She will talk with you. What do you think about that? So this is what called a change talk. That is, I try to understand the past. Sometimes I try to understand about the future. And in the present, I try to do the change talk. And change talk, it is a very big topic. So I'm just telling in a very simple language. Okay. So one is when people are in sad, when people are in emotions, the first thing is ask them to sit. Then give them water. Give them water. Then ask them to talk. Please don't interrupt the person. Because when people talk, that is also a catharsis. Catharsis means whatever emotion is there inside, that will come out. So allow them to talk. Allow them to talk. When you are talking with them, maintain the eye connect. Maintain eye connect. Not eye contact. Every psychology book will tell you, you should have eye contact. No. Eye connect is different. Eye connect and eye contact is different. Contact is just a contact. Suppose, for example, one LKG child, first day she is going to school. Okay. The security opens the door. The child is going inside. Okay. And the security closes the door. The mother is outside. The child is there. Okay. The mother looks at the child looks at the mother. What is there in between the child and parent?
Eye connection.
Is it eye connect or eye
Connection.
contact?
It's a connection.
Is it eye connect or eye contact? Please put it in the chat box, team. Others, please put it in the chat. It is eye connect. It is eye connect. So, one of the aspects is have eye connect with the person. Little bit lean forward when you are talking with such people to show that actually you are empathizing with them. Little bit lean forward, your body language. When you are talking with such people, usually people say that have smile in your face. Somebody is telling, my father has died and I feel so lonely. Whether you will have a smiling face, that will break the rapport. So you should maintain a neutral look, eye contact, neutral look, little bit forward and listen. Ask them to complete and to do the change talk. Before doing the change talk, validation. Listen, do the validation. After the validation, change talk. Do that process. When you are doing that process, try to change them to the different mind. There are three minds. Please put it in the chat box. How many minds? How many minds? Please put it in the chat box. Please put it in the chat box. 3. The 3 minds are, these all are the 3 minds. One second, I'm showing. The first mind is called the emotional mind. The first mind is called the emotional mind. The second mind is called intellectual mind. There are some people, always they will be in what you call the emotional mind. One second. Is it visible? Is it visible? Sorry. Is it visible, team? Please say thumbs up.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. There are 3 minds. One is called emotional mind. The another one is called rational mind. The third mind is called vice mind. Okay, we all have 3 minds. Now, when I was talking, when I was the client, when I was telling, I have been in love with the girl for 7 years. Now she has blocked me in Instagram. In which mind I was? Whether I was in emotional mind or rational mind?
Emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional. So when people are in trouble, when people come to you for counseling, when they start talking with you, they will be in the emotional mind. You have to first take them to the intellectual mind. The intellectual mind is also called a rational mind. When you are in rational mind, you will be able to understand the fact and figures. So, change talk means, change talk is to take the client from emotional mind to the rational mind. Is it understood, team? Please put understood. If you are having any doubt, please ask me.
Yes.
Sir, please,
Yeah, please go ahead.
sir, please explain me once again the rational mind, sir.
Rational mind. Bhamti
Yes,
Kumari.
sir.
See,
Yes,
suppose
sir.
for example, I will do a role play. I will team. Anyone, please join with me. English. We will do a role play. Yeah. Urvashi, can you join? Your role play.
Yes, sir, I can.
Yeah. So, Urvashi, now I am the client. Okay. You are the therapist. Okay. Now we are going to see the difference between the emotional mind and rational mind. Okay. So people will be able to, you have to tell, even when I am talking, you have to tell whether I am in rational mind or intellectual mind, rational mind, that you have to tell. We will use the word rational mind, not intellectual mind, or rational mind. Okay. So I'm coming to Urvashi. Okay. Ma'am, my name is Raju. Actually, ma'am, I need. Ma'am, are you counselor, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, my friend is having a problem, ma'am. I want to discuss about it. My friend, I'm not having problem. I'm not having problem. My friend is having problem. I want to discuss.
Okay, then why you didn't bring your friend with you?
Ma'am, my friend has gone for interview. So I thought I can come and ask.
But the main problem is having is your friend, right? As you
Yeah, I
said.
will go and communicate him. I will go and communicate to him. Now, for example, now what I'm doing?
Yeah, you are literally means nervous and you are in your emotional state.
I am in my emotional state. Because whatever you do with your body, that
Right.
reflects in the mind. Whatever you do with your mind, that reflects in the body. जो भी आप मन से करते हैं वो बॉडी को बॉडी में जो है असर पड़ता है. बॉडी में जो भी असर पड़ता है उसका असर जो है मन में भी हो. So these all are the things. Okay. So when you observe these things, change talk means when you observe these kind of body languages in a counseling or in psychological first aid, first what you have to address is, may I know what is happening with your hands? You have to ask what is happening with your hands. So you are doing like this. May I know, ma'am, that is nothing. No, no problem. Do that. Do that. Ask the people to exaggerate it. Suppose if I am doing like this now, tell them, exaggerate it. Then they will come to know that, okay, I am doing like this is improper. This technique is
Sir,
called,
one question.
yeah, 1 minute, Sisi, 1 minute. I will come with you. This technique is called exaggeration. This is from Gestalt therapy. This is from Gestalt therapy. Any body language which you observe, ask them to exaggerate. so that the behavior will stop. Because this behavior comes when the client is not in awareness. The moment you ask them to increase it, that comes to awareness. So that awareness will stop. That body language will stop. So one of the aspects is all this body language, it is emotional mind. Okay, Sissy, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to Sissy. Now, sir, actually, yeah, Urvashi ma'am, actually, I wanted to bring my friend. As you said, I understand. My friend has to come for the counseling. I should not come. But the thing is, actually, he is having severe suicidal tendencies. And they have taken him to a psychiatrist also. The psychiatrist has given him some tablets. And now he is taking the tablets. The psychiatrist has advised me to take him to a psychologist. Now, I just want to check whether you will be free today at night at 10 o'clock, so that I will be able to bring him, or whether is it possible to do counseling through online, which I wanted to check up. And also, I wanted to tell why he got that suicidal tendency, so that when you talk with him, you will be able to attend to it properly. So that I came, ma'am. So are you free, ma'am, today at 10 o'clock? So this is whether emotional talk or intellectual talk.
This one by intellectual.
Intellectual.
This is intellectual talk. This is intellectual. Now, mostly when the client comes, they will be in the emotional state. Slowly, see, you cannot make the client immediately come to the rational mind. It is not possible. Slowly, you have to create. Slowly. So, the change talk is not only with the reference to the talk, it relates to the body also. Then slowly we have to take them to the wise mind. The wise mind is the wise mind. This is a wise mind. I feel this and I know this, so I will do this. So the wise mind will take the aspects from the rational mind, and it will also take the things from the emotional mind, and it will behave appropriately, appropriate to the situation. Now, this wise mind is called inner wisdom. The synthesizes between emotional mind and rational mind. The emotional mind is ruled by feelings and urges. The rational mind, it is ruled by thinking, facts, and logic. Sir, sir, you are a relationship coach? Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I want to consult a relationship coach for me and my wife. Yes, sir. You can come to my office, sir. You can fix appointment and come. No, I will do one thing. I have seen your address. Tomorrow I will send my wife. My wife will come, and you can give her coaching, relationship coaching. Sir, relationship coaching always two people have to come. So if you also no. See, I am the additional general manager, and I am giving counseling to 1,000 people in my office. Okay. Actually, counseling is referred to my wife. So I am sending her, kindly do the counseling. What is the price, sir? How much you are charging? Sir, it is 1,500 per session. Yeah, I will GPay it to you now. Okay. Tomorrow she will come. Logic. He is talking complete logic, rational mind. But he is not able to understand the emotion behind it. Rare relationship counseling, it has to be done by both. He is governed by the emotional aspect. Is okay, I don't have any problem. I'm on. And he is applying the complete logic. He is applying the complete logic. He is not understanding the emotional aspects. So the first aspect is we have to bring the client to the opposite. If somebody is an intellectual, bring them to emotional mind. If somebody is completely emotional, bring them to intellectual mind. After that, bring them to the wise mind. Now, this process is very lengthy. I am telling in a very simple language for you people to understand. During psychological first aid. During psychological first aid. So, when somebody is talking very negatively about themselves, about the future, about the world, this is called cognitive triad in CBT. When somebody is talking negatively about self, I am not good at anything, I am waste, I am this, I am that. About future, I don't have any future, my job will go, I will not be able to replay alone, and I will die. About the world, these people are very crooked people, these people will not help me. This is called cognitive triad, negative cognitive triad. When people are in the talking the negative cognitive triad, make them sit, give them water, allow them to talk, try to find out whether they are in emotional mind or intellectual mind, and is there any trace of intellectual mind in between the emotional talk? You understand, na? Somebody is talking, completely emotional, but there can be a trace of intellectual aspect in between. Yes or no? Yes or no, Tim?
Yes.
Please put it in the chat box. Whether
Yes,
you are
sir.
able to understand it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, somebody is talking for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes, that intellectual mind may interrupt, come and go. If a person is 50-50, then your counseling will be very easy. Because already there is an ambivalence. He's going here and there. So you will be able to bring them to wise mind. You will be having problem only if he is into emotional mind or the intellectual, rational mind. So find out, then do the change talk. Do the change talk. Because the client may be using the sustained talk, change talk. For doing the change talk, several techniques are there. See, there is something called immediate change talk. Immediate change talk. Immediate change talk is, hey, by the way, yeah, 1 minute. Suddenly I'm getting headache. Do you have Action 500? See, the person is talking with me very emotionally. I understand your feelings. Raji, 1 minute, Raji. Raji, do you have a milk in home? Say, I feel headache, yeah. Shall we make some tea and drink now? Shall we make a good coffee and drink and discuss? This is called a sudden deflection. Change talk. Yes, sir. Because immediately what they will tell? Yeah, milk is there in the fridge. When they say milk is in the fridge, already the emotion 80%, that will become 70%. Yes or no? Yes or no, Tim?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
This is called sudden change talk. Sudden change talk. Or you can use several other techniques for time being, because time is up. Okay. So for 2 minutes, I will answer your queries. Okay. Thank you, Srinivas Rao. Session is so nice and excellent. Up to tomorrow morning also, I will be there. I am also ready to be here, because when the listeners are intellectuals, you are all one of the best listeners. We are having 88 people. Really, you're all great, because you are able to understand what is that I am communicating. Okay. Any doubts? 2 questions I can answer.
So I have two questions.
Yeah, Sisi. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. First thing, when you were telling, to empathize them and say, I completely understand your situations and all. So to make them more understand and connect, can we give them example of whatever has happened with someone else? Like give anyone the life's example.
Very nice. Very nice. Actually, this is also one of the change talk. What you're telling, na? This is
Okay.
also one of the change talk. Actually, this is we're telling NLP, neuro linguistic programming. This is called a metaphor.
Okay. And
In metaphor, what we do, we don't tell things in a straight away. Straight away, we don't tell. Okay. We tell them in through a story, through a real life incident. Okay. we try to tell the thing to the person. So that will help more in deflection. Deflection and change talk will be more effective when you use this technique. That was very good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one.
Two more, sorry, two more questions. Like, second thing, like you said, like, the person will be very much nervous and, he'll be fidgeting with the hands and all. So in maybe like, many of the people, when they are coming to a counselor, they're like already they know the mind is clear, like, we are coming to the counselor. So they might not show nervousness on the face with the hands with the, so like they're already prepared with the mind. So is the case with everyone, like, who fidget with the hand, or like, it's the same with everyone?
See, actually, mind itself is a subjective element. Counseling itself is a what do you call a subjective element. A client, when he comes, how they will come, nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. There are some clients they will come, yeah, sir, you're a psychologist. Yeah, yes. So I have some problem. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I have some problem. Give counseling. Sir, may I know what is your problem? That you have to identify. So you are a psychologist, man. You identify the problem. So even people will talk like this. So people may fidget. See, I really had a case in which one boy came and told, sir, I have a problem, sir. I was able to see. Not only this, people may do like this. People may do like this. Any body language. Or day before yesterday, I had one case in which the girl was shaking the legs. She was shaking the legs and talking. Sir, actually, the thing is like this. She was shaking the legs. Both the legs she was shaking. The shaking, it happens because of some reason. Something is happening in the body that comes through the body language. People may do body language, people may not do. But one thing is, as far as communication is concerned, 70% you communicate through your body language. 27% your tone. 3% is your words. This is what the general communication. Yeah.
And third thing, third thing I wanted to ask you, like you were telling just now that, when the person is like, talking to you and, telling everything about, his emotions and all, and suddenly you do the change talk and you say like, I have a headache. Do you have milk and all those examples which you have given. So in some of the cases, like, the person who's like completely emotionally, low, and he's trying to share, he might not think at that time, like, oh, he's ignoring me somewhere, and, he's trying to change the topic and all. Do you think like it might happen?
Yeah, see, actually here we are talking about psychological first aid. Psychological first aid is, I am sharing with a friend, not with to the therapist. The complete program, actually whatever I told, okay, you may be a psychologist, okay. Now you forget that you are a psychologist. Here what I am telling, psychological first aid, I have a problem, I am go and tell my friend, Urvashi. What Urvashi has to do? Not the therapist. Not the therapist. Therapist also may do certain things. Whatever I told, therapist also will do, but when the therapist does it, it is much more professional. When a therapist does, it is much more professional. But in psychological first aid, when you go and talk with a friend, he is not a professional. Nah? He is not a professional. So here the idea of the immediate person, the idea of the immediate person is to divert the attention and safeguard you. Safeguard. When the person comes to the counseling, there when we use these kind of techniques, see, there is one technique in Gestalt psychology. Okay, at some point of time, we have to leave the client alone. See, you cannot see this in CBT or REBT. But all these things in a professional setup. In a professional setup, the therapist will know when to leave the client alone. Somebody is having suicidal tendency. Whether the therapist will leave him alone? No. There, the therapist will take the appropriate decision based on the client. Here, what we are talking is how a common man should handle the situation. The common man. Psychological first aid is when somebody is having a problem, they will come and tell to the nearby person. Okay, maybe she will share to mother. When suppose somebody is sharing with mother, mother is listening to daughter. Mother can hug her. Arey, let us have a coffee and talk up. That is possible, na? A slight deflection. And all these aspects, it is not that you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever is appropriate for that moment. It is not that we should take it literally. Literally, we have to take it. For example, literally taking means in one, the psychologist told, the faculty told, always you should have eye contact and a smiling face. Okay. That is not appropriate. We cannot, what is that? We cannot, just like that, do whatever is said. Appropriate to the situation. Everything. So, Sisi, hope I answered your questions.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Sri. Hope all of you have enjoyed it today. Today, whatever I discussed, I will put it in an article and I will share the article. Okay. I want you people to read the article and put your name on the article so that I will know that you have studied it. Okay. I will give many examples for change talk and the other talk and mind, everything I will give thing. Tomorrow morning I will share. Do you know why? Do you know why?
No, sir.
अभी बहुत भूख लग रहा है.
Okay, sir.
So
If
when
you
we are
don't-
moving, the night with a very good song. I would like to finish that today. पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा, मगर ये तो कोई न जाने
कि मेरी
तेरी
मंजिल
मंजिल
है
है
कहाँ.
कहाँ. पापा कहते हैं
बड़ा नाम
करेगा.
करेगा.
Thank you very much, Shane. Tomorrow we will meet. Okay. And
Thank
about
you,
Hindi
sir.
session, I will intimate. At least the compassion therapy we will conduct separately, 3 days. Hindi separate, English separate we will conduct. Based on the number of people. Hindi people, I request you people, add more people to the group for Hindi training. So that actually I would like to take the training program only in Hindi. Are Hindi मेरे language यार. अंग्रेजी मेरा language नहीं है. मेरा language, I am from India and my language is Hindi. And I like to take in Hindi. But the thing is, we should have more people. बहुत लोग होना चाहिए ना. अगर कोई भी लोग नहीं है, तो add more people, we will have training in Hindi itself. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Zoom user. Sir, what about a tree and person? Tomorrow we will discuss.
Sir, what about today's keywords?
Wow, that was one of the best question of today. Okay, so today keyword is the wise mind. Wise mind, and I am very, very thankful to Sisi. Sisi, may I know where are you from?
I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
Very nice, Sisi. All your questions were very
Sir,
much
what about
intellectual
attendance?
questions.
Thank you.
Okay, Annapurna, we are having several training programs to make you learn, make you earn. We are the only people we give earning when they are studying. Okay, connect with me in my personal window. I will share the details, and we will be having very good sessions in the coming days by Urvashi. Urvashi is a psychologist, and she is going to handle some subjects. And Neeraj is a psychologist. Sunita Amble, she is a psychologist, and Kulwant is a psychologist, and she can take the sessions in Hindi and mind-blowing sessions. I'm telling you, mind-blowing sessions, all of them for that matter. Even Urvashi, I think you are also able to handle in Hindi also, na?
Sure, sir, no problem.
Because I know she in English she will mind blowing session she takes. Urvashi, that I know it. उर्वशी हिंदी अभी तक मैं नहीं सुना हूँ, ठीक है?
सर मैं बहुत
लेकिन
हिंदी बोलती हूँ।
अच्छा, तो कुलवंत का जो मुझे मालूम है. So team, we are having a very wonderful sessions. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And Salma also. Salma.